I think I'm gonna title this video something really clickbaity, like why I don't do Pomodoros or why I think the Pomodoro is trash or some shit like that. Okay, but no, I don't hate the Pomodoro. I do something similar to it, it's just modified. So please don't hate on me. Okay, so today I'm at North Spine and now I'm having lunch. So I came in the morning and I wanted to shoot a video about like studying at different places in NTU. So I ended up recording a study with me video in NTU in Vietnam Library. So I was like, why not talk a bit about, or just make a short video about why I don't do Pomodoros. If you guys don't know, like the Pomodoro is like this technique that a lot of people use to get work done. So they work in a short burst of 25 minutes, 25 minutes, 25 minutes with 5 minutes breaks. 5 minutes of break in between each Pomodoro. And they'll do it in 3 sessions up to 90 minutes, right? When they hit 90 minutes, they end up taking like, I think a 15-minute break. Yeah, then recently there's other forms of Pomodoros that are popping up, like the anime Toro technique, where they watch anime after they're done with their 90 minutes. It's all fine and cool. I actually used the Pomodoro technique when I was in JC, back when I was studying for A-levels. It worked for a while, but then I realized after each Pomodoro session, I would just end up slacking and my breaks would turn from like 5 minutes to like 1 hour. And like the rest of the day, I would just become a degenerate. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't really like the Pomodoro, because I felt that even with a timer, even with something that told me like 5 minutes, right, I would still like, oh well, then I'll just go do my own stuff and just be a lazy piece of shit. So I was like, nah. After a while, like I experimented with like different timings and stuff like that. I realized that what really worked the best for me was to just work slightly longer sessions of up to about 90 minutes at a time. So basically, I would have a timer like right next to me, like showing me how much time I've been studying. But I would aim to study about 90-minute bursts. So I would set out about 1.5 hours to just study, and I would get rid of all my distractions, put my phone far away, and just focus on just doing the work that's in front of me. I would work for about 40 minutes, and then I would take a short break, go get some water, go to the toilet or whatever. And I found that working in longer bursts was really helpful for me. So instead of 25 minutes, I would work more of like 40-45 minutes at a time before taking a short breather and then continuing with another 40 to 45 minutes. After the 90 minutes, I would go take a longer break. So why I really enjoy this is because like I'm working longer. I'm not like cutting myself, I'm not breaking my attention, So it's not that after doing 25 minutes of work, or I'm just, after you work a while, you get into the groove of like doing your work, and like you are very focused, you're in the zone, right?
Into my zone, don't let me into my zone. Give me the out this zone. Somebody let me out this zone. Somebody let me out this zone. This zone is a real piece of shit.
The Pomodoro, it really breaks your focus, because after you work really intensely for 25 minutes, you have to cut yourself out of that spirit, or cut yourself out of that focus and go take a break, which I mean it's fine, but during the break it really breaks that tension that you've built up. So the reason why I preferred like doing 40 minutes interval instead of like 25 minutes is because like I felt that I could sustain my attention for much longer than what a usual 25-minute Pomodoro would be. So it's like you spend a lot of time, right, getting focused, getting really into your work, where you can do like really good and effective work, I realized that the sweet spot for me was really to study about 40 minutes. It was about the point of time where I would start getting a bit tired, not being able to focus as much. That's when I would choose to go take a short break, to just reset my mind for a while. A really short break, like 2 to 3 minutes. I would go to the toilet, go get some water or something like that. Then I would come back and I'll do it again. I'll do another 40 minutes. Then after that, I'll go take a much longer break. So I'll go do the things that I really like doing and screwing around with in my free time. So like, I'll go play like mouse hunt or something. Then I'll go watch some videos or something. Then after that short break of about 20-30 minutes, I will go back to my work. Well, sometimes my break is just coming out and having lunch, which is like what I'm doing now after my 2-hour study session just now. And I think it's really good lah. So like it helps with maximizing your focus and studying effectively and sustainably, because you are taking a good amount of breaks or a balanced amount of breaks your whole time throughout the day. A book that really solidified this understanding for me was Rest. In the book, right, the author basically talks about like why resting more can help you get more work done. It was quite an interesting book for me because I really like lazing around a lot, and it was great justification for all the breaks that I've been taking. But the author discusses like what makes some people so successful in what they do, right? Throughout the whole book, it talks about a lot of different fields like athletes, scientists, the best researchers and stuff like that. What makes them so successful? But one thing that he discusses was also students. So what really set apart like the top students were that when they studied, they would study in bursts of up to about 80 to 90 minutes, and after that they would take about a 30-minute break. And they would continue doing this for a majority of their day. In that time, right, they would study in a very intense manner. So they would be like super enraptured with their work, right? And they're doing things that are damn intense. So they are really squeezing every bit of energy they can out of their brain in that period of time. Then after that, they'll take a break, they'll go take a nap and stuff like that. What he observed, right, was something very interesting, that the top students, right, they actually didn't study as much as you think they would. Like, they would study about only 4 hours a day. It's like quite surprising because there's this notion that the more work you do or the longer work you do, the better you are at studying. But what he realized was that's actually not the case. So in actuality, what set apart the top students were that they had very intense work sessions, but they would also take the time to pull themselves out of work and to take breaks and do the things that they enjoy doing. So what he observed was that the higher performing students, they would usually study about 2 sessions of those 90 minutes in the morning. Then afternoon or the evening, they'll do about 1 more time. So they would study about 4 hours within that morning to afternoon period of time. So maybe up to 5. Then after that, he also noted that in the evenings, they would take breaks and go and do things that they are passionate or that they are invested in. So they would pursue exercise, they would pursue their hobbies, painting, all the creative things that really help them to create a demarcation between the time they spend working and the time that they spend resting. Because of the nature that they do their work, working really intensely in the day, and then after that switching over to something that they enjoy or a creative passion of theirs, it really helped to sustain the way that they study because they were actively recharging themselves and giving themselves time to de-stress and put their minds off of work. And they would do this not only for a few days at a time, they would do this for months and months on end. So they would not only be able to sustain this for a few days at a time, they'll be able to sustain this for a few weeks of like really intense studying, but also taking the time to stop and just chill out. That was really like what stuck out to him as to what really set apart the high performing students. And that really resonated with me. So I realized like life really can't be all about work and stuff like that. If you guys want to find out more about all that stuff and like what really not so interesting about successful people and the way that they approach their work or their passions, you can read the book Rest by Alex Soojung-Kim Pang. But if not, I'm just like talking about why I study the way I study, or how I plan my time while I'm studying. I encourage you guys to experiment with different studying strategies and how you would want to spend your time when you're studying. For me personally, I like studying like really intense sessions, and then after that, taking long ass breaks to just go do the stuff that I like. It's really up to you guys. Don't just blindly follow whatever is the latest trend or fad now, and really think about like what works for you and whether or not it makes sense to you and the way that you're spending your time. Could it be better? And yeah, like although studying is a pain in the ass, it's something that you can optimize and make the best out of the time that you're spending. That frees up time for you to do the things that you really love later on, which is what really guides me in the way that I study. Yeah. So, so right now it's exam season, and like my exams are coming out at the end of this month, which is May. I mean, yeah, it's May now. So my exams are on 30th May. Today is 18th May when I'm shooting this video. It's a bit of a different style than I would usually want to do, but it's like very just me talking to you guys, you know, which is a bit low budget lah, but it's cause it's studying time and like it's so much effort to edit videos, you know. Yeah, so it's a bit low budget content, but I hope you'll like it. My plan is for this channel at least that I'm able to post videos regularly while I'm in med school. So I wanted to make some low budget content that didn't need that much time to edit, you know, because I have a lot on my plate at the moment. Oh my. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And if you did, oh my god, I'm gonna be a basic bitch YouTuber. If you did, please like and subscribe to me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye!